Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. And the topic of this 10-minute moan is the new gender list given out by the Scottish Government, where they say there's 24 of them. Now that's right, 24. And that's despite John Swinney previously stating that there was 2 when he was pushed. But he's now still saying that there's 2, despite his government saying there's 24 options on a gender forum. So the story's been covered in quite a lot of newspapers, but I'm going to go with the Sun because their version has some strange input from J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk indeed on the topic, which is quite funny. So their headline is Trans row, J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk mock SNP government over crazy list of 24 genders. J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk yesterday mocked the SNP government after officials published a crazy list of 24 genders. Official guidance outlines dozens of terms which could be recorded by public bodies collating information about members of the public. It includes gender fluid, gender queer, intersex and neutral, with the list compiled by officials in the Hollywood government's stats department. And it was panned by Harry Potter author Ms. Rowling and billionaire Mr. Musk, who waded into the debate about the issue on social media. Remarking on the story, Ms. Rowling said, as the Scottish endarkment gathers, that's the opposite of enlightenment, star signs will follow. As a non-trans, I expect all 366 asteroid entities to be recognized. That's quite good. Persons who asteroid entity doesn't match the sign they were assigned at birth may change. That's quite clever, actually. I like that. Or species. What about species? We could have lists of species that we should be able to conform with better than what we were assigned as a human at birth. Anyway, Mr. Musk, who had previously clashed with Hamza Yousaf online, then responded to Ms. Rowling with an emoji depicting a monkey nut, suggesting he believes the policy to be nuts. The list was also blasted by political rivals and campaigners who accused the government of playing to the minority and failing to focus on the priority for Scots. Women's Right campaigner Anne Sinnott, director of the Authentic Equity Alliance, branded the list as crazy. Guidance on data collection around sex, gender identity and trans status was first published in 2021 by the Scottish Government's former Chief Statistician, Roger Halliday. It was updated this month to provide a list of subcategories and definitions produced based on responses to the questionnaire on trans stats included in the Scotland census in 2022. The full list is cisgender. I think that's me, but I don't like that title. I don't want to be cisgender male. I'm a geezer, right? Anyway, I think cisgender means just normal. Trans man, trans woman, non-binary, trans non-otherwise specified. That means you were a man or a woman, you're no longer a man or a woman, but you don't know what you are. That's mental. Agender, trans-masculine or trans-feminine. I don't know the difference between a trans man, a trans-masculine or trans woman and trans-feminine, so aye. Gender fluid, that means you wake up every day and can decide what you're doing. Gender queer, questioning. Intersex, assigned female at birth, not specified. Assigned male at birth, non-specified, so that means you were born a male but you don't want to put down what you are now. Pangender, bigender, that means you could be 2 genders. That's a bit strange because apparently there's 24 but you're only picking 2. What 2? Is it male or female? Autigender, androgynous, non-conforming, detransitioned. Does that mean that you went from one to the other and now you're going back again? Neutral. I don't even know how to say this. Demind gender female, demind gender male, and demind gender not other specified. It's just, the world's gone mental. The world is actually gone mad. If you genuinely think there's anything other than being a man or a woman, Well, you would just need man, woman or other, right? If you thought there was more than 2. But now we've got 24 in Scotland. When quizzed on the matter by journalists on Monday, First Minister John Swinney said he stood by his previous comment from July that there are only 2 genders. He added, "The chief statistician's point, I think, is quite simply about the handling of statistical data." During a BBC radio phone-in previously, Mr Swinney tried to swerve answering a question about how many genders he believed there were, claiming it was a matter for debate. But when pushed, he said his belief was there are male and female, and there are only 2 genders. So that was July. Now we're in October and he's still sticking to that. A Scottish Government spokesperson said the point of the survey is to collect information on the respondents' trans history and how they would define it. It is therefore important that the survey is designed in such a way that allows that information to be captured. No, I'm really, really sorry. What a lot of baloney. And I'll tell you why. You've put down a list of 24, so somebody who doesn't view themselves as a man or a woman or whatever they were assigned at birth, there's not that many options for them, I think. And you'll get a load of them going, well, I'm not properly identified in that list of 24. It'll not be enough. It just guarantee you right now, you've got 5.5 million folk in Scotland. You'll get quite a lot who'll say this is nonsense, right? Because you just tick a box, you're male or female. But for those who demand more choice than 2, there's not a hope in hell that 24 will be enough for them. Because they want to pigeonhole themselves so much that they're almost unique. And we are unique. Having a gender, male or female, doesn't stop you being unique, but they want to be unique gender-wise. And you'll get some crackpot saying, I want to be an androgynous water buffalo, or some shite like that, right? Because that's just what these people do. Complete bonkers. And what we need, right, and yes, I put my name forward, I will be a candidate for the SDP at the Holyrood election. And what we need at that point is people that will go into Holyrood and say, this is nonsense. People who want to make decisions based on common sense and logic, not make decisions that they think might offend somebody by making this decision. There's not a decision in the world you can make that has not got the possibility of offending someone. And that even includes stupid decisions. Well, it's not a stupid decision, it's actually a life-threatening decision. Crossing the road, right? Because if you get that wrong, you could die, right? But when you've got decisions to make about crossing the road, you get a chance of offending somebody or getting it wrong because you might be abroad. So instead of looking right first, then left, then right again, you might need to look left, right, right. So you can even get them wrong. So we cannot spend our life going, oh, might offend somebody with a decision. When you've been given a position of power, and that's basically what the Scottish people give you when you're afforded the luxury of being voted into Holyrood, then you've got to be able to make decisions. And make the decisions correct, knowing fine well that you'll never, ever get 100% of people to agree with you. You've just got to put your hand in your heart and say, I'm doing this for the right reasons, applying common sense and logic, and get on with it. Now, if you can't do that, please don't go to government. Don't go to Holyrood. Don't go like that. Do you know what? I believe there's only 2 genders, but we'll let you have 24, right? So, we can make a couple of people happy. No. There's 2 genders. Full stop, end of discussion. Can we stop talking nonsense about stupid things and start talking about serious things, like education, like industry, like try to attract investment? These kind of serious things, not silly things. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, please hit the subscribe and notification button. Let us know your comments below, what you think of the topic and the video. But most importantly of all, unless you're any of these wet wipe MSPs that have to pander to this sort of nonsense when you should be running Scotland, not you.
Everyone else, have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.